Ministry of Education, our agency's chairman and executive secretaries, chairman, committee of vice chancellors, committee of provosts, World Bank representative and development partners, head of institutions, Nigerian professionals in diaspora who are here present. It is my distinct honor to welcome all of you and present to you the overview of our launching of the Diaspora program today. Today's event is a testament to the Ministry of Education's unwavering commitment to harnessing the wealth of knowledge, experience, and innovation embedded in our global diaspora community. The Diaspora Bridge, which is an acronym for Bridging Research, Innovation, Development, and Global Engagement, represents a transformative strategy to mobilize Nigeria's brightest minds abroad in the service of their nation and development, particularly within our educational and research institutions. Today's launch is a bold, forward-looking initiative rooted in the vision of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, in the Renewed Hope Agenda. Our objective is clear: to create a transparent, scalable, and interactive dynamic platform for a structured engagement between diaspora community and professionals and Nigerian institutions, including federal universities, polytechnics, and teachers training colleges, and all our special or specialized research centers. The focus is on STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and medical sciences, which underscores our strategic emphasis on the fields that are central to Nigeria's human capital development and knowledge economy transformation. The operational framework of the Bridge Initiative is powered by an online platform, diaspora-bridge.ng. And through this portal, diaspora professionals who register, set up their profile, express their interest in how they want to impact on Nigerian educational system in specific areas, such as teaching, mentoring, STEM curriculum development, research collaboration, proposal writing, and institutional capacity development. Nigerian institutions, in turn, will identify critical areas of gaps and opportunities where they want to collaborate with intelligently matched diaspora expertise. Once a match is made, engagements are then shaped through a co-created work plans, enabling virtual lectures, academic exchanges, seminars, sabbatical arrangements, or mentoring, supervision of theses, joint research proposals, and other mutually beneficial engagements. This process is guided by rigorous vetting, coordinated mechanisms, and performance feedback, which will ensure that every collaboration delivers value and impact on our educational system. Now, at the heart of this initiative is a renewed philosophy that our diaspora is not merely a community to be celebrated in abstract, but a strategic national asset to be engaged with purpose, not a charity, but a partnership. This is not only symbolic, but it's structural initiative. The Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, CON, with the mandate of the Mr. President, has insisted that diaspora engagement should be elevated from tokenism to institutional commitment. So this program is just not a pilot, but a permanent platform, national commitment that will scale across the educational sector and spectrum of development, which is aimed to be sustained throughout the administrations and in the future. As we launch today, I will invite our diaspora professionals to register, engage, and commit. And I call our tertiary institutions here present to open their doors and hearts to this new era of global engagement and collaboration. I ask all stakeholders, development partners, private sector allies, academic leaders to stand with us as we build a new bridge between Nigeria and our global sons and daughters. I would like to invite you to let us all move forward together, not just in hope, but in purpose, in action, and in unity for a greater development initiatives for the Nigerian ecosystem. I would like to thank you all for coming and participating in this august occasion. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria as we go into this launching. Thank you very much and welcome.
I believe we can make the applause a bit louder for the special advisor to the Honorable Minister. Thank you very much. And while he was speaking, we were graced with the presence of the Executive Governor of Enugu State. Congratulations on Enugu Air. Please put your hands together for Mr. Ifeanyi. Welcome, sir. We must greet you. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'll move to the next item on the agenda. And the next item there is a presentation and walkthrough of the bridge platform. And leading us in this is none other than the Director ICT here at TED Fund. His Excellency, please put your hands together for Engineer Joseph Odo. Please a round of applause for him as he comes forward. I believe we want to make the applause a bit louder. Thank you.
Good morning. The Vice President Deputy represented, my Honorable Minister, Dr. Tunji Alausa, all my bosses here, all protocols duly observed. Today, we present to you a matrix by the Honorable Minister of Education. A vision to be able to unite all Nigerian professionals in the diaspora with our academic institutions, where they will be able to present and provide learning, research, collaboration, and effectively contribute to learning environment in Nigeria. What we have today, it's a platform that once you register on that platform, you'll be vetted and you'll be able to see the institutions and the gap we have in our various institutions. Whether it's a gap in learning, whether it's a gap in research, whether it's a gap in innovations, we'll be able to see how you can contribute to nation building. The bridge platform enables us to provide services. It enables a convergence with professionals in the diaspora and the academic community in Nigeria. It grants you wider access to enable you to now provide to nation building. A lot of diasporans have been making contributions in silos. The Honorable Minister, being a diasporan himself, envisioned this, and with this we'll be able to have a common platform now where people that are yearning to contribute homewards will be able to now see an opportunity to make use of this platform for this contribution. And in going forward, we'll see a video on this.
A flagship initiative of the Federal Minister of Education, Dr. Martin. The Bridge program is designed to foster collaboration, empower research, spark innovation, and open up new opportunities in Nigerian academia. If you are a Nigerian academic or professional working abroad and have been looking for meaningful ways to engage, introducing Diaspora Bridge, a flagship initiative of the Federal Minister of Education, Dr. Martin. The Bridge program is designed to foster collaboration, empower research, spark innovation, and open up new opportunities in Nigerian academia. If you are a Nigerian academic or professional working abroad and have been looking for meaningful ways to engage with Nigerian tertiary institutions, then Bridge is the program for you. If you are an academic or professional in any of our Nigerian tertiary educational institutions and have been looking for means to collaborate with international peers, then Bridge is for you too. Join Bridge and be part of this exciting program. Visit www.diaspora-bridge.ng to get started now.
So as you register, next. So once you register, you will get an email notification. With that email notification, you're admitted into the platform after you've been vetted. So there is a vetting team that is also being put together by the Ministry of Education. And this vetting team comprises experts from different walks of life, experts from the diaspora, experts from the regulatory agencies, and also key stakeholders that will be able to make sure that once you are admitted, you'll be able to offer your services to this program. So this is how it starts for the institutions. They have an assessment template with which they register and identify their gaps. And as we speak, more than 150 beneficiary institutions have already registered on this platform. And also, close to 100 professionals from the diaspora have also registered, and also offers us opportunity for even professionals in Nigeria to be able to also contribute to this. And as we go forward, we'll move on to have institutions that want to make contributions using this platform. They will also be able to register. And also professional groups that are resident abroad that, for example, we have AMPA and medical professional groups, scientists and engineers. They will all have opportunity to come in using this platform and contribute to nation building. We have the registration video, and after that, continue. So going forward, once you've created your account, it gives you things that you have to do, your engagement preferences. So we need to know that this focus is mostly on STEM-related careers: sciences, technology, engineering, mathematics, with medical sciences. That's for the additional M. And then you have industry collaborations, and you also have academic. So once you're in the program, this is the matrix how the system sorts you out. You come in with the help of the engine. Vetting team will be able to match you to your preference, whether it's an institution, and also for the institution to match you with the professional that is coming in to participate. Now, the program offers you opportunities to come in situ into the country to contribute, and also to come in via a hybrid mode to deliver your sections. When the presenters come in to make their presentations, you will see that they are already onboarded from this, and we have a live demonstration class from the University of Jos who are tuned in to this program as we speak, and you'll be able to see them. So that shows that with the enablement of this system, our academic institutions can be able to get value from the professionals that are abroad, and also professionals that are in Nigeria. So you can come in person, or you can be able to contribute using the system, and you have your lectures online, and you make your presentations online, and the system retains the presentations, so the students can go back to check, and even you can go back to check and do whatever you want to do. It offers you also opportunities to collaborate and network for those that want to further their relationship with institutions in different opportunity areas. So this offers primarily starting opportunities for STEM, but we will gradually extend it to cover all areas and all disciplines. If you look into at the back end where you've registered, you'll be able to see your availability and the preferences. You'll be able to manage, because it's a lifestyle, it revolves around what you want to do, and it gives you a lot of options on what you can be able to do. So you can be able to match the opportunities you see, or the areas you want to be able to intervene, and also the institutions will be able to see the wide array of professionals that are registered, and have a means to be able to contact them, and they can be able to start the collaboration. There is a matching engine behind, and that matching engine enables the vetting process to be faster and to be smooth. So this is what we see when you log in at the back end once you're registered, and also for the institutions once you're registered. As we come in, you have opportunities to be able to have sessions, as we say, live sessions. So these are items that we have been able to put in following the mock sessions that we had and the pilot scheme that we have been running behind the scenes before today's launch. And we can see that you have, for students, you'll be able to see the number of students you have, you'll be able to see the lecturers for a particular course, and you'll be able to see the seminars you have. So each person, you have a lifestyle for your own that revolves around you and the contributions you make. And you can always go back to the system. Same also for every institution. So today we'll be having these presenters, and you can see these presenters are already loaded. And after these presenters, you see that we have the feed of the students from University of Jos that is in a class as we speak. Can we show the feed? So we can see this is the live, they are hooked on to this, and they are watching this presentation as we speak. Thank you very much.
Please, can we make the applause a bit louder for Engineer Joseph? Thank you for that apt demonstration. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to correct a misintroduction on my part. The name of the Executive Governor of Enugu State is Dr. Peter Ndubisi Umba. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you, Your Excellency. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we also have with us this morning the representative of the Executive Governor of Kano State, Dr. Yusuf Ibrahim Komata. He's the Honorable Commissioner of the Ministry of Science and Technology and Innovation. So good to have you here, sir, this morning. We also have with us this morning the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Students' Engagement, His Excellency Honorable Sunday Asefo. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you very much for joining us. I've been reliably informed that we are graced this morning with the presence of the Registrar of JAM, Professor Ishak Oloyede. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you very much for coming. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the next item on the program, which is the opening remark to be delivered by someone who has worked tirelessly behind the scene. When you see these innovations, when you see these ideas pop up left, right, center, behind every successful man, they say, is a woman. But here, we have a professor. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome the Honorable Minister of State Education, Professor Swaiba Saad Ahmad.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The representative of the Vice President, Senator Ibrahim Hassan, the Governor of Enugu State, His Excellency Peter Ndubisi, thank you for gracing the occasion. My brother, our versatile, visionary, and innovative leader, Dr. Ma'aruf Tunji Alausa, CON. Digital Diaspora Bridge is just one of the innovative strategies for creating opportunity for impact that is coming from the education sector, all because of the leadership of Dr. Ma'aruf Tunji Alausa. Let's give him a round of applause, please. Thank you for that. The Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, my brother also, Dr. Muhammad Ali Fateh, the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Maitamatuga, the Honorable Minister of Innovation and Technology, Chief Orji, thank you all for gracing today's occasion. The Deputy Governor of Borno State, our able Permanent Secretary, Mr. Abel O. Enatan, representative of the Governor of Plateau, Kano State, and Kaduna State, directors of the Federal Ministry of Education, Registrar JAM, executive secretaries here present, development partners, and I would like to specifically also recognize one of the greatest supporters of the Ministry of Education, a passionate philanthropist, Alhaja Abdul Samad Rabiu, CEO, Boa Group. Thank you for the support you give to the Federal Ministry of Education. Vice Chancellors, Rectors, and Provosts present, distinguished invited guests, gentlemen of the press, good morning all. It is with profound honor that I address you today on this momentous occasion of the public launch of Diaspora Bridge Initiative. It is a landmark effort under the renewed hope agenda of President Baba Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, to harness the talent, expertise, and goodwill of Nigerians across the globe for the transformation of our education sector and beyond. The Diaspora Bridge Initiative marks a new chapter in how we view the Nigerian diaspora, not merely as citizens living abroad, but as strategic partners in nation building. Countries such as India, China, and South Korea have shown us that the deliberate reintegration of diaspora knowledge and networks can unlock tremendous national value. Today, Nigeria steps confidently onto that path. This initiative is the product of strong interagency collaboration, particularly between the Federal Ministry of Education and the Nigerian in Diaspora Commission. It represents a structured, transparent, and accountable framework that ensures our diaspora professional can engage with our institutions in a meaningful, sustainable, and also impactful way. Through Bridge, Nigerians professional abroad will find a credible platform to contribute, whether by delivering specialized lectures, co-developing curricula, participating in joint research, mentoring students, or leading innovation projects in our tertiary institutions. The platform is designed to work seamlessly with our existing education structure, including TED Fund, TERRA system, and in alignment with regulatory agencies such as NUC, NCCE, and NBTE. To illustrate the transformative potential of this initiative, let's just have a picture of a Nigerian cardiologist in Toronto conducting workshops for a final year medical students at the University of Nigeria in Nsukka. It is amazing. At the same time, let's imagine a software engineer in Silicon Valley supporting robotics clubs in our federal polytechnics. At the same time, envision a renewable energy expert in Germany collaborating with our technical colleges to develop localized solar solutions. These are all possible through the Diaspora Bridge. These are the kinds of possibility that Diaspora Bridge is set to institutionalize, turning occasional engagements into structured pipelines of knowledge transfer and innovation. Indeed, the Bridge platform is not just about today's professionals, it is about preparing tomorrow's innovators. It is about turning Nigeria's brain drain into a national brain trust. It is about expanding our intellectual GDP and securing a future where global Nigerian talents contributes directly to our local development priorities. Let me use this opportunity to thank our President, Bababola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and the Vice President, Kashim Shettima, GCON, for their unwavering support to the education sector. We don't take this support for granted, and we will continue to work very hard to earn your trust. I wish to commend the Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf Tunji Alausa, CON, for his leadership and vision in steering this transformative agenda. I also extend my appreciation to NITCOM, our technical partners, and the many diaspora professionals who have already begun engaging with the Diaspora Bridge platform. Let us all commit to walking this bridge together with unity of purpose, clarity of vision, and an unwavering dedication to the prosperity of our beloved nation. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
That round of applause was not good enough. Give her a resounding applause. She says, turning brain drain to brain gain, and we in NITCOM, we say, turning brain drain to brain gain and brain circulation. Give me a round of applause. Yes, my chairman is smiling there, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabri Rewa, and the engine room of NITCOM, we have Engineer Dr. Sule Yakubu Basi. So I'll be upstanding so that we see you. That is brain circulation. He studies diaspora studies in the UK and Israel. Thank you very much. Moving on, we have remarks by honorable ministers. First to come, we have our own minister, Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Maitama Chuga, OON. Sir, you can give us your brief remarks. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Deputy Chief of Staff to the President, Senator Ibrahim Hassan Hadeja, Your Excellency, the Governor of Enugu State, Peter Mba, Your Excellency, Governors represented here, my Deputy Governors and Commissioners, Honorable Minister for Education, Dr. Maruf Tunji Alausa, Honorable Minister of State for Education, Professor Suwaiba Ahmed, my colleagues, the Ministers of Health and Science and Technology, the permanent secretaries that are present, Director General of the Nigerians in the Diaspora Commission, and other heads of departments and agencies here present, my fellow diasporans, because I was once, I guess, a diasporan as well, as a former ambassador, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not going to read a speech, but just to give my brief remarks on this noble, all-important initiative, the Diaspora Bridge. It is timely, it comes at the right time because, as we're all aware, there appears to be a concerted effort to drastically reduce the number of Nigerians that are allowed to go to school abroad, particularly in Western countries. This is part of a major shift, particularly in the West, and its roots lie in ideology. There's been an ideological shift. You can trace that ideological shift back to a very important book, although it was written in 1973, The Camp of the Saints, written by Jean Raspail, who was a Frenchman, where it paints a very, very scary picture of an invasion of Africans to the West, where they take over. And this has fed into this renaissance of fear, of efforts to limit the number of Africans, particularly sub-Saharan Africans, that make it to the West, either to study or to work. And so the Diaspora Bridge provides an opportunity for us to continue to benefit from the advancements in technology, in education as a whole, by way of remote learning. And for us here, this fits also perfectly with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's 4D foreign policy agenda: democracy, demography, development, and diaspora. And the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has actually been making numerous efforts, has been collaborating with so many countries, so many institutions of higher learning. In particular, I would like to point out what we have been doing with Carleton University of Canada, where they have a very active Institute of African Studies, which used to be led by the late Professor Pius Adesami. And we focus on Carleton University because it also places emphasis on the study of migration itself, because it's important for diasporans, Nigerian diasporans, to also make us have a better understanding of the whole corpus of knowledge vis-a-vis migration, so that we know how to approach it better. So there's Carleton University, of course, Obafemi Awolowo University has collaborations with several universities abroad, like Bayreuth in Germany, that's in Bavaria, MIT. You've got Unilag with Potsdam in Germany, where, in fact, there are very interesting studies that have been taking place. Professor Olonade is one such person that even won awards for his research work in the use of cassava for cement, for building, for construction. There are several others, but also what I find very interesting about the Diaspora Bridge is that it actually presents a broader approach to what others have been doing. There's Lecturio, for instance, that focuses almost exclusively on the medical sector for remote learning, but this clearly has a broader approach. That notwithstanding, it would also be important to see how some sort of collaboration or what we can learn from Lecturio. We've been trying to support the use of Lecturio and have made several introductions and connections with Nigerian ministries, departments, and agencies. So this is even broader. I would like to speak about the diaspora in general, the Nigerian diaspora. There is a huge responsibility on Nigerian academics abroad to provide the necessary leadership to unite Nigerian diasporans, because typically in a lot of countries you find that instead of having a common front, the same way that some of the most successful diasporas have worked towards helping the development of their countries and even giving them an advantage, what we find is a very divisive and toxic atmosphere quite often, where you will have an Odua diaspora, you will have an Indigo diaspora, you will have Zumunta, and there's so many contestations. Sometimes you even find them breaking themselves down to different states, and they refuse to meet together, and they refuse to work together. So it is incumbent on the professionals, on the academics, to provide the requisite leadership so that we may unite, so that we may collectively benefit from what the diaspora has to offer. And another thing is, we have been engaging several countries on business process outsourcing, which provides a platform for this remote learning as well that can further be integrated into the bridge. So these are my few remarks, and I congratulate my brother, the Honorable Minister of Education and the Minister of State for this wonderful initiative. I thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs. Another round of applause. Is the face and image of foreign diplomacy. Well, from instructions, if you look at your program, we have been allocated 3 minutes each. And we started behind schedule, so let's adhere to that. Thank you very much. We have also the Honorable Minister of Health, who is a diasporan. He is here, Professor Muhammad Ali Pati, CON. Thank you.
His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, here ably represented by my brother, the Deputy Chief of Staff to the President, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Enugu State, who is here in person, my own dear brother, Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Alausa, and my sister, the Minister of State, my own brother, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Minister of Science and Technology, representatives of governors, other heads of federal agencies, His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Borno State, ambassadors, diplomats that are here, members of the diaspora community, heads of agencies, ladies and gentlemen, let me stand on the existing protocol. First, let me thank the Minister of Education and his own sister, the Minister of State, for incredible leadership in bringing this to fruition. I think the Diaspora Bridge is a testament to your leadership, your boldness, your innovation in terms of advancing the agenda of our dear President. We all are aware that the President's vision is that Nigeria is a prosperous, people-oriented and peaceful country into the future. And our economic development is closely linked to the asset that we have, which is our people. And that includes the Nigerians in the diaspora, the amazing population that we have all over the world of Nigerians in the diaspora. And it is in light of that that I believe the Minister of Foreign Affairs also identified the role of the diaspora as part of Mr. President's 4Ds agenda. And we know that the Nigerians in diaspora are some of the most accomplished professionals globally. In most countries, they're the most educated. And combining the power of that diaspora with our amazing domestic capabilities, I think Nigeria can do a lot of wonders. Our country is undergoing some critical reforms to address persistent challenges which have been beleaguering us for a very long time, whether in the macroeconomic space or in the infrastructural space, our workforce, our industries, and all of that. So this is the time to harness the wealth of knowledge, experience, and the resources and networks of Nigerians in diaspora to build a stronger, more resilient country. And the app, the Diaspora Bridge app, provides a framework that will enable Nigerian professionals to contribute meaningfully to research, to learning, to service and innovation through this global engagement. We know that the app, as has been demonstrated to us, will help us develop sectoral capabilities, will provide opportunities for service delivery for those who are learning from here by exchange, the research and development collaborations, the amazing networks and rich sharing of grants, asking questions, developing methods, publishing, and bringing excitement in a united way between Nigerians at home and abroad. In addition, it allows that engagement to translate into focused advocacy efforts, mobilizing additional resources to catalyze further development in our economic trajectory. So, in conclusion, this effort and the Minister of Education and Minister of State and their team in the Ministry of Education who have brought us together is not just about the building of the bridges, the connections, which is important, but it also allows us to increase the trust capital between various groups, unifying ourselves, fostering innovation, enhancing our own sense of shared responsibility to make this country greater, as envisioned by our President. So thank you, Honorable Minister, and we wish you a very successful rollout. And for the health sector, we're very much looking forward to. There's a vibrant Nigerian health sector diaspora. Of course, many in this room are part of the health sector, and so I believe that they will contribute amazingly in this effort. Minister, you are also one of those, so thank you very much and all the best. Thank you.
A big round of applause to the Minister of Health. You see, Minister of Health, Minister of Education, they are diasporans. That's what we're talking about, the diaspora phenomenon, engaging them for overall development and growth of Nigeria. Thank you for that. Next is Minister of Science and Technology, Chief Uche Geoffrey Nnaji. Sir, you're welcome.
Innovation, Science and Tech. His Excellency the Vice President of Nigeria, ably represented by my brother, His Excellency Senator Ibrahim Hadija, His Excellency Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State, His Excellency our host minister and my brother Dr. Tunji Alausa, His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Professor Mohamed Epate, Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Honorable Minister of Education State, Professor Ahmad, the governors and states of Kaduna, Borno, and Plateau here ably represented, the Permanent Secretary, Federal Minister of Education, directors and chief executives of agencies under the Federal Ministry of Education, the Chairperson, Nigeria in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Abike Dabiri-Eriwa, the DG Energy Commission of Nigeria, Dr. Mustafa Abdullahi, our diasporans, all the very many stakeholders in the education, innovation, science and technology ecosystem here present, gentlemen of the Fourth Estate of the Rim, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is with great honor and deep appreciation that I join today's gathering to celebrate the launch of the Diaspora Bridge Program, a timely and strategic initiative of the Federal Ministry of Education aimed at connecting our diaspora talents with the national or nation's innovation and development agenda. In this era of rapid technological change and knowledge-based economies, Nigeria cannot afford to let her best minds remain disconnected from our national development efforts. The Diaspora Bridge provides a bold platform to integrate global expertise, our own sons and daughters, into the education of higher education, research, innovation, and industrial transformation. From the vantage point of the Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology, I can assure you that this program aligns perfectly with our drive to commercialize research, build a thriving innovation economy, and industrialize Nigeria through strategic partnerships. Mr. President's renewed hope agenda envisions a Nigeria where useful idea or talent is not wasted, whether home or abroad. This initiative, therefore, reinforces our collective resolve to unlock the potential of Nigerian professionals in the diaspora, leveraging their experience, networks, and innovation to enrich the academic system and catalyze local value chains and creation. To all our diaspora professionals, I say this: you are not just welcomed, you are needed. And to our universities and research institutions, let this program be the spark that ignites a new era of purpose-driven collaboration. Congratulations to the Federal Ministry of Education for this vision. Congratulations to my brother, the Honorable Minister, and the Minister of State. It's a big, big one. We in the innovation, science, and technology family stand ready to support and cooperate with you. Thank you, and may this bridge we launched today be strong, fruitful, and enduring. And may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
I believe we can make the applause a bit louder for the Honorable Minister of Science, Technology, and Innovation. Thank you very much for your warm message. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we'll move now into the governor's speech. And leading us off is the Executive Governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Ndubisi Umba. Please, a round of applause for him as he comes forward. I encourage you to not stop clapping until he gets up here, please.
Thank you. The Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Kashim Shettima, ably represented by the Deputy Chief of Staff to the President, Distinguished Senator Ibrahim Hassan Hadija, the Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Metaima Tuga, the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohammed Ali Pate, the Honorable Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Chief Uche Nnaji, the Honorable Minister of State for Education, Professor Shuaiba Ahmed, Your Excellencies, my colleagues, governors that are ably represented here, the Deputy Governor of Borno State, permanent secretaries that are here with us today, the Chairman, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, top government functionaries that are here with us, our diasporan community, diplomats, distinguished guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I am very delighted to be at this forum that offers more than tacit nod to education as the single most important sector upon which our nation's socio-economic fate depends. For years, our understanding of the role of the Nigerian diaspora has mostly been via the basic economic lens of their remittances. Seldom do we also contemplate how to galvanize their support towards causes with more enduring ends, beyond medical outreaches that are often few and far between. Our various diaspora communities across the world represent Nigeria's most critical human resources. What has been lacking is a formal platform where their expertise and collective financial clout could be wholesomely tapped. Today, we take the important first step towards that goal under the banner of the Diasporal Bridge, convened by my dear brother and friend, the visionary Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa. I congratulate you and indeed other members of your team for this brilliant initiative. Let us recognize, however, that this gathering is not just for a discussion. It is an urgent call to reconnect global expertise with local purpose. We must build a living bridge between the rich talent of our diaspora and the urgent developmental needs of our nation's higher education system. The call to STEM, by the way, STEM with double M, the gap for a better Nigeria resonates deeply with our vision in Enugu State. We believe the next generation of Nigerian graduates must not only compete globally, but also be innovators at home, solving the challenges of food security, climate change and energy, digital transformation, health, and sustainable development. Our strategy is not simply to train students for the workforce, but to engage them in shaping it. We envision a two-way learning ecosystem between local innovation and global expertise. In Enugu, we're pioneering a 40-60 tertiary education principle. 40% of our curriculum is laser focused on Enugu's strategic economic sectors: agriculture, tourism, renewable energy, digital economy, creative industries, mineral resources, and health technology. 60% prepares our students for national, continental, and global opportunities, ensuring they graduate as world-class professionals who can thrive, innovate, and lead anywhere. To build a future of prosperity, we're placing education, healthcare, technology, and science at the heart of our human capital development strategy. Apart from constructing 260 smart green schools, and by the way, for context, this is actually an exciting time for Enugu State in the education sector, because we have dedicated 33.2% of our total budget to education. In the last 18 months, and by September this year, we would have constructed 6,500 classrooms. Now, these 6,500 classrooms are not just shells, even though we may be enthused about the brick and mortar structures. But what is exciting about this structure is that each of these smart green schools features a robotic center, an artificial intelligence center, a mechatronic center, CGI, where we provide virtual reality and augmented reality for our young people to learn. So it's also my hope that the Diaspora Bridge will be vertically integrated to also accommodate the basic education sector, so that it would also build from the bottom up. And what we have done in Enugu is essentially readied ourselves to be able to take those expertise from the diaspora, because we've created the environment. Each classroom has a smart digital board. So virtually, we can also receive tuition from our diasporan experts. Thank you. Apart from the construction of 260 smart, and people tend to also wonder, why do we refer to it as smart green school? It is essentially deemed as smart because it's internet enabled. We provide all the tuition through the e-learning platform and of course the technology resource platforms. That's why it's called smart. It is deemed, of course, green because each smart school is powered by a 65 kVA solar system with an integrated smart farm as well. We've also constructed 260 type 2 primary healthcare centers across all the wards in Enugu. We're establishing a 5-star hospital for medical tourism and massively upgrading and accrediting our medicine and nursing programs to ensure our youth are trained to the highest international standards. We're convinced that health and education are not just services. And when you relegate them to social services, we tend to overlook the value and the importance healthcare and education bring to the economy. So if we're talking about growing our economy, whether we want to grow it exponentially, we must be very intentional in our investment in education, because that's what holds the long-term growth of economy. So we must be able to connect those nexus. They ensure a future of prosperity. So we believe education is the cornerstone of progress and the bedrock upon which every society future is built. To achieve human capital development, our graduates must be healers and problem solvers at home and knowledge economy leaders globally. Our universities are becoming development ecosystem where students, educators, diaspora, and communities co-create meaningful, sustainable impact tied to the SDG and local priorities. Enugu State is ready to host and lead diaspora collaborations. In addition to expanding our 7 public tertiary institutions, we're establishing 2 new universities, the Enugu State University of Education and Technology and the Enugu State University of Agriculture and Technology. Innovation is the language of the 21st century. We're establishing 8 science, technical, and vocational schools across Enugu State, 1 in each federal constituency. Our vigorous investment in innovation in Enugu State Tertiary Institution is intended to complement our modest efforts to reform our pre-tertiary basic, TVET, and secondary school education system, drive innovation, and leverage artificial intelligence, simulation, and virtual and augmented reality to ensure applied learning in ways that exceed the milestones of the Sustainable Development Goals. Through our Center for Experiential Learning and Innovation, we're making skill development the focus of our education transformation. We're talking about foundational, life, digital, and job-specific skills for industries, innovation, technology, science, and medicine. When you think STEM with double M, think of Enugu State. Come to Enugu State. Give Enugu State a chance. I want to share a personal reflection. I'm here on Dr. Alausa's special invitation. When I weighed the cost of leaving Enugu State, even for a day, for a summit or a conference such as this, against the opportunity to not only support the lofty vision of my brother and friend, but also present Enugu's readiness for diaspora's engagement, the choice was an easy one. I didn't have to think twice. In Enugu, thank you. In Enugu, through our Center for Experiential Learning and Innovation, Institutes and Fellowships, we have a Diaspora Innovation Mentorship Core Program, which allows professionals in the diaspora to mentor students' projects, co-develop micro-credentials, and support flexible professional development, no matter where they are in the world. I have a message for our diaspora professionals. We do not call on you as guests, but as co-architects of our future. Imagine co-founding research labs on clean energy, mentoring startups in artificial intelligence and agri-tech, and establishing degree programs that fuse Nigerian ingenuity with global standards. We invite you to work with us to develop curriculum, mentor students, and build innovation hubs. When we invest in key social sectors, we're ultimately enriching our future. We call on our diaspora professionals in medicine, public health, pharmacy, and biomedical engineering, artificial intelligence, robotics, and mechatronics, renewable energy, technology, aeronautics, and space science. Come build with us, partner with our institutions to establish global standard teaching hospitals, research centers, and digital innovations. Co-supervise clinical research, train our next generation of nurses and doctors, oversee seedling research and agro-industrial incubation projects. Join us in our humble effort to digitalize and automate security infrastructure. We also invite you to join our emerging Center for Innovation and Experiential Learning to co-author research, study impacts, and shape the science of teaching and learning through real-time feedback loops informed by tools like Brightspace and Panoply. The Federal Ministry of Education Diaspora Bridge Program is rightly focused on STEM, with double M. And in Enugu State, technology, science, and medicine lead our STEM vision. This Diaspora Bridge program is a national framework for harnessing global expertise. And I urge the Federal Ministry of Education to please embed state-led pilots like Enugu into the broader national reform agenda. We believe Enugu can serve as a national open source model, a federation of pilots where innovations like CELI and its intervention programs, like the 40-60 principle, are shared, scaled, and refined collaboratively across states and institutions. Let this Diaspora Bridge not just span the Atlantic or the Sahara. Let it connect Nigerian youth with the global marketplace of ideas and opportunities. Let this Diaspora Bridge carry not just goodwill, but homecoming surgeons, scholars, researchers, and investors. Let this Diaspora Bridge enable our youth to japa their skills, but remain physically at home to innovate prosperity. Let this bridge link our communities to global knowledge exchanges, care, and healing. Enugu stands ready with infrastructure, the political will, institutional reforms, and a bold vision to work together with our diaspora sisters and brothers for prosperous Nigeria. The most powerful export Nigeria can offer the world is not oil or minerals. It is the brilliance of our people, channeled through an education system built to transform lives, communities, and economies. The bridge is here. Let's cross it together. God bless Enugu State. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you. I took the liberty to market it.
Excellency, give him a round of applause. Give him a round of applause. That's a good one. You see, that is what is called diaspora engagement. Thank you very much. The governor took time to market Enugu State. Give him another round of applause. Okay, let's bring our own. I have the honor, privilege, and goodness to welcome the Chairman, Chief Executive Officer, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Abike Dabri Erewa, OON, Mama Diaspora.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, ably represented by our brother, Senator Adeja, the Governor of Enugu State, Your Excellency, Governor Peter Mba, and I'll tell you a bit more. It's not a coincidence that you gave all that long speech. Enugu State is actually the only state that has diaspora focal persons at the local government level. Yes. We have diaspora persons at every state. I can see two of them here, Lagos and Kaduna. But your state did that at a local level, and it's making a lot of impact. Thank you, Your Excellency. Our brother, the visionary, Dr. Tunji Alausa, thank you so much for today. We're proud of you, and we're so excited about today because you know what? You've made our job much easier. Honorable Minister of State, thank you for all the hard work in the ministry. I also pay my respect and compliments to all the ministers there. My minister, Ambassador Tuga, our own minister, thank you very much. And of course, Minister of Health, who is also a diasporan, as we have heard, and a Diaspora Merit Awardee. Thank you so much. Let me just stand by all existing protocols for sake of time and pay my respect and compliments to everyone. And start by saying, you know what, it's not a coincidence that this is taking place during the Diaspora Week. 25th, 26th July, we just celebrated Diaspora Week in Nigeria. So Dr. Alausa, this will be part of Diaspora Week every year. And we have them in the room, amazing professionals, doctors, artificial intelligence experts. As we've heard, Nigerians are the best in the world. So we celebrate your diaspora, we appreciate all you're doing, and this innovation from the Ministry of Education is a game changer. And I urge all of you to make adequate use of this. You know what, we've heard about the diaspora, the best in the world, remittances, investment, and all that. But beyond that, the bridge is a structure that makes it easier to give back. I know we've been doing a lot of things in the last 6 years with the Diaspora Commission, with a lot of them investing in healthcare. And by the way, Governor of Enugu State again, I'd like to tell you that one of our brothers from Canada is bringing medical equipment to Enugu end of August. A whole lot of medical. I don't know why he chose Enugu, but what a coincidence. So my brothers and sisters in the diaspora, it's highly significant to note that this bridge innovation from the Ministry of Education is creating profound impact through academic capacity building, technology acquisition, and skills transfer for national development, engaging with our universities worldwide. But my message is basically to you, the diaspora community. I want to express our sincere gratitude to you for your ongoing support and engagement, whether through academia, medical services, remittances, investment, or other forms of giving back to the nation. We recognize the sacrifices and challenges you face in your pursuit of opportunities abroad, and we acknowledge your enduring connection to Nigeria. We especially want to highlight the immense potential of academic capacity building and skills transfer as a powerful means for you to further contribute to our nation's development. We believe that by sharing your knowledge, expertise, and resources, you can play a major role in empowering our citizens and building a stronger and more prosperous future for all Nigerians. As Gabriel said, we talk about brain gain, brain drain, and now brain circulation. We implore you to connect with students and young professionals to provide guidance and support in their academic and career paths, organize workshops, webinars, online and physical courses to share your specialized skills and knowledge in various fields. Collaborate with institutions in Nigeria to establish exchange programs, joint research projects, and faculty development initiatives. Contribute to scholarships, bursaries, and educational infrastructural development to ensure wider access to quality education. My brothers and sisters in the diaspora, your involvement in these areas can significantly enhance our human capital, foster innovation, drive economic growth, and strengthen our nation's competitiveness in the global stage. We are confident that by working together, we can create a lasting legacy of knowledge and empowerment for generations to come. Your dedication to your homeland, combined with your expertise and experience, is invaluable to transforming our nation. And what better way to do it but with the bridge we're launching today. I want to again especially thank the Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, and his team that have been working together along with the NIDCOM team for this achievement. It's a great achievement, and the impact, honestly, the impact will be felt. You know, 6 years of talking to the diaspora, engaging with them, they are doing things, but this structure is a game changer. Israel, India, Pakistan, they've all done it. Nigeria, we can do it and even do it better because we are the best in the world. There's no way Nigeria is not excelling. Yes, and we should be proud that we are God's greatest gift to humanity. But let it show in our country, Nigeria. Let us give back. As the governor said, let us cross this bridge together. And let us ensure that we take advantage of what is happening here today. This, like I said, is a game changer. I appeal to all of you. There may be teething problems. You may want to connect and have teething problems. It's normal. We are there for you to talk to. Any complaints, we'll handle everything. But this is going to work. This is going to succeed. This will be another major achievement of the renewed up agenda of this administration. Dr. Alausa is a diasporan, Minister is a diasporan, President is a diasporan. So at no better time than now, as we've always been engaging with you, let's join hands. Nigerians at home with Nigerians in the diaspora. We will build this country together, and we are the greatest country in the world. We'll get to where we're going, which is the top of the mountain, and we all will do it together. Thank you very much, Dr. Alausa, for this innovation. And I want to appeal to other ministries to do what he has done today. I also want to appeal to state governors to support your diaspora focal officers so that we can, as the governor said, go further down to the states and the local government levels. Thank you very much. And by the way, before I leave, Dr. Alausa, prepare for your Diaspora Merit Award next year. And the Minister of State too. So thank you very much and God bless you all. Thank you.
Please can we make the applause a bit louder for the Chairman, Nigerian Diaspora Commission. Thank you very much, ma'am. Just to recognize the presence of the representative of the Lagos State Governor, His Excellency Babajide Sanwo-Olu, is represented here by the Executive Secretary, Lagos State Office of Diaspora Affairs, Jermaine Sanwo-Olu. Please a round of applause for him. Thank you very much for coming. We also have the representative of the Chairman of Committee Provost, Dr. Rafiu Shoyele. Please a round of applause for him. Thank you very much for coming. Still in the vein of introduction, we have the Director General, Energy Commission of Nigeria, Dr. Mustafa Abdullahi. Please a round of applause for him. Thank you very much for coming. And last but not the least, for now, we have the representative of MBTE, Executive Secretary, Professor Diodin Hassan. Please a round of applause for him. Thank you very much. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we'll move on with our goodwill message. And this will take for just 3 minutes. In an innovation as this, we know that public-private partnership is a continuum, is a norm. At this time, I would like to invite to the podium a representative of Wow Company. His name is Alhaji Karami Rabiu for the goodwill message. Please a round of applause for him as he comes up here. I believe we can make those applause a bit louder. Thank you very much.
Representative of the Vice President, Ambassador Ibrahim Hadija, Your Excellency, Honorable Minister of Education, Your Excellency, Enugu State Governor, you are most welcome, Your Excellency, Honorable Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Ali Pate, Honorable Minister of State for Education, Professor Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, my brother, Honorable Minister of Science and Technology, please allow me to stand on already established protocol. On behalf of Boa Group, myself, and a lot of other Nigerians, I would like to say to the Nigerians in the diaspora, thank you for being golden representatives and ambassadors of Nigeria. You make us so proud because everywhere you go in Nigeria, in the world, is it in India, is it in America, is it in Canada, Nigerians are excelling. They are doing the best they can in science, in technology, in medicine, and what better way than that to call yourself a Nigerian. So right now, I look upon you as a limited liability company.
What you need to do next is to go public by coming home and engaging and connecting with your brothers and sisters, your uncles, your neighbors, your friends, to be the best that they can be in the area of STEM and bridging the gap that we have here in Nigeria. Education, STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and medical sciences is the foundation and infrastructure of every strong modern economy in the world today. There is a saying that knowledge is like a garden. If it is not cultivated, it cannot be harvested. And today we gather here not only to admire this garden, but to water it, to connect with the diaspora Nigerians, to give our students who hunger for knowledge, who want to experiment, who want to innovate, who want to invent, who want to imagine and see their dreams come true. And this is possible with what the leadership of the Ministry of Education is doing under the vision of His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So much has been done by this administration in the areas of education, such as the Student Loan Fund, the teacher training programs, the 3MTT, 3 million talent training, the solarization of education, the school feeding programs, the MBT, TVET, skills-based training that gives Nigerians the opportunity to do real things, to solve problems, and to imagine, and to be able to innovate, and to be able to make things. AI Academy is also there. Nigeria's future is not in oil or gas or what we have under our soil. It is in the minds of the young Nigerians that dream to aspire to be the Bill Gates of tomorrow. And I believe with our talent, with our skills, we can do that. But this is not just about policy, it is about transformation. And we have seen what education can do. Singapore has no natural resources. And when Lee Kuan Yew was there, he didn't invest in the military. He invested in STEM schools and in technology. And today, Singapore is one of the greatest economies and smartest cities in the world. I believe we can do that in Nigeria. STEM schools are very important, are very significant. Nigerians are very talented, very gifted, very hardworking. We already have the raw material. Our young men and women are coding, they are dreaming, they are thinking, they are imagining. And President Tinubu is giving them the opportunity through this forum, through these policies and programs that are being meted out by the Federal Ministry of Education. Honorable Minister, I salute you, I congratulate you, well done. Our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, please, and please, and please, the DG NITCOM is here. You've had her. She's been working day and night to ensure that we excel, to ensure that this bridge remains strong and connects us permanently, progressively, proactively, and productively. Let us support her to make sure she does that. Finally, I'd like to close by saying that when people are digging for gold, don't dig with them. Sell them shovels. What the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing is providing these shovels to the Nigerian students to be able to mine knowledge, to be able to mine what they have in their heads. And in the process of doing that, they are actually able to mine gold. And that gold is the leadership of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
I believe we can make the applause a bit louder. Thank you very much. Still in the mood of goodwill messages, permit me at this time to invite the Executive Secretary of the National Universities Commission, Professor Abdullahi Yusuf, Ribadu. Please, a round of applause for him as he comes on stage. Please, a round of applause for him. I believe.
The Vice President, ably represented by the Deputy Chief of Staff, Senator, Your Excellency Alhaji Ibrahim Hadeja, former Deputy Governor of Jigawa State, because I'm a Jigawa diasporan also. Though from Adamawa, but the Governor of Jigawa has given me citizenship of Jigawa 2 weeks ago at the convocation, because I've stayed in Jigawa for 5 years to establish the Sule Lamido University. Honorable, distinguished Your Excellency, the Governor of Enugu and other governors represented here, our Minister of Education and the Minister of State Education, other distinguished ministers here present, the Permanent Secretary of Education, Director Generals, Chief Executives of parastatals, Vice Chancellors, Provosts, Rectors, diasporans, the Chairman of the Diaspora Commission, and other distinguished guests. Our sister, the Minister of Education, has already established the protocol. She has not patented it, so I am observing that protocol. I actually didn't know I was going to give a goodwill message here, but all the same, I want to say I have 2 minutes anyway, so I will keep to it as much as possible. I'm not going to give a lecture. Distinguished guests and esteemed members of the Diaspora community, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure and deep sense of honor that I give this goodwill message at the launch of this Diaspora Bridge. And I want to say this Diaspora Bridge is built on a very strong foundation, not on wooden foundation. It's a very, very strong iron foundation that is built by our minister. So it's going to be a bridge that will last for a long time. And this initiative holds immense promise for our nation's progress. Today marks more than just an unveiling of a project. It is the celebration of renewed bond, a bridge of knowledge, innovation, and collaboration connecting our brothers and sisters abroad with institutions here at home. In a time when global connections drive development, this initiative stands out as a vital platform for harnessing the immense expertise and goodwill of Nigerians in the diaspora. The Diaspora Bridge is a testament to what we can achieve when we deliberately create pathways for partnership, mentorship, and meaningful exchange between global professionals and local institutions, particularly in education, in healthcare, research, and technology. It is not just about giving back, it is about building forward together. To our diaspora professionals, we welcome your skills, your insights, your passion for a better Nigeria. So many diasporans actually want to contribute to this country, and now they have the platform. Your experience is invaluable. To our institutions here, may this bridge be a source of renewed energy, expanded networks, and shared innovations. I want to say, at the National Universities Commission, in the last, more than a decade ago, a similar initiative was done under the LEADS. It was called LEADS, Linkage with Experts, Academics in Diaspora. But that program could not be sustained because of, one, funding, because at that time there was no Zoom. The lecturers will have to physically come to Nigeria and give lectures. Another challenge was that of instability in the academic calendar. When they are ready to come, our universities are closed for one reason or the other in the last decade or so. But this thing, with stable academic calendar now, and with the fact that now we can use Teams, we can use Zoom to teach, this thing is possible. Secondly, at the last week, I just returned yesterday from Rabat, not for the football, but for the Association of African Universities quadrennial conference in Rabat at the University Muhammad VI Polytechnic. And one of the visions of the AAU is to connect diaspora linkage to Africa, to African institutions. So what we are doing today aligns with the vision of the Association of African Universities. Another thing I want to say is that this platform should be publicized. The DICT of TEDFund, I was trying to write the website, but it was too fast. I couldn't even get the website correctly. So it's important that this website is publicized to all our diasporans, to all our institutions locally, and let it be in all networks and platforms so that people can key in. So on behalf of all stakeholders and on behalf of the National Universities Commission, I commend the visionaries behind this initiative, and I urge everyone to make the most of the opportunities it offers. May this bridge continue to strengthen, inspire, and empower generations to come. Thank you, and long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Will you please give him another round of applause? Thank you very much, sir. We'll move to next to the other goodwill message we have. Coming up next is the chairman of the Vice Chancellor's, chairman of the Vice Chancellor Committee. Please, a round of applause for him as he comes forward on stage.
Good afternoon, all. On behalf of the Chairman, Committee of Vice Chancellors of Nigerian Federal Universities, Professor Tanko Ishaya, the Vice Chancellor of University of Jos, who is currently in the Governing Council meeting, our distinguished ministers, you know that when we are having Governing Council meeting, we can't move an inch because we are there to explain what is going on in the universities. It is as a result of this that he asked me to stand and talk on his behalf. I am Honorable Professor Omar Adam Kazel, the Vice Chancellor of Federal University of Transportation, Daura. I would like to simply say that this folding of digital bridge today, it is for no other people than the heads of higher institutions in Nigeria. Why we say so? Because it is costly for us to purchase equipment, to purchase tools, consumables in the case of science and healthcare, to purchase consumables like chemicals, to conduct research, as well as to publish, and also to travel within and even within Nigeria to present papers because of the cost of travel, because of the cost of almost everything. So we are happy to say that this thing today, it is done for us, and we are very much grateful to the Ministry of Education, and particularly to the Honorable Minister of Education and his Minister of State of Education, as well as other people that contributed in this well-laudable initiative for the digital bridge, because we are sure that from today, coupled with the anthology and other platform brought by the Honorable Minister, I'm sure will go much, much further. And the next thing is that there will be no boundary between our individual universities within the country, as well as those big and old universities outside the country. And with this, I would like to say we are very grateful and will not take this thing for granted. We'll bring on board all our academics, and from time to time, we'll be reporting for the activities we are doing, and if there's any challenge, we'll also be reporting to see how such challenges can be alleviated. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we're pressed for time, and so we'll be moving with the speed of light. With that said, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we'll take at this time Mr. Ian, FCDO of Artfield, for his good message. Please, a round of applause for him as he comes up here. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm not sure that was speed of light, but it was as fast as I could manage. Honourable Representative of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellencies from the Governor of Enugu State, Deputy Governor of Borno State, representatives of Governors of Plateau, Kaduna and Lagos State. All Honourable Ministers here present, and a special shout out to my own home ministers, my home team ministers, Honourable Minister Tunji, Professor Sawaiba, Chief Executives of agencies here present, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I say, build on all existing protocols, all established protocols. The UK thinks this is a tremendous idea, and we're really pleased to be associated with the Diaspora Bridge scheme. The UK really wishes to stand shoulder to shoulder with Nigeria. We are aware in the UK just how many talented, dedicated Nigerians they are, and we really recognise the contributions they make, certainly to our country, the United Kingdom, but to nations all over the world. We're already engaging in a whole series of partnerships with Nigeria in the tertiary education space, thinking about our Chevening and Commonwealth scholarships, and operationalising together with TET Fund and NUC the transnational education partnerships, which to some extent share a lot of the DNA of the Bridge Diaspora scheme. Together with the British Council, we do a number of UK-Nigeria people-to-people schemes, thinking of the alumni associations to UK universities, the alumni schemes with the Chevening and Commonwealth scholars. We think these will be really important networks and platforms to both to help expand the impact and the spread of the Bridge Diaspora, but I think they'll also be able to act as critical friends to understand how this scheme can be fine-tuned to maximise the laudable objectives and benefits that have been outlined so powerfully today. I think I'm really, tremendously excited to see the digital platform behind, and the fact that this is built on modern, cutting-edge partnerships, digital systems that really allow people to give back in ways that are proportionate and potentially, can fit within those diaspora's busy times and schedules. I really think it will be interesting not just to sort of take stock and give prizes to the best individuals, most dedicated, but also I think this scheme will need a degree of monitoring and evaluation to actually drill into where diasporas, what are the things that they can give and how can they sustain it. Because the key to all of these schemes is about sustainability. It's about keeping these platforms operational over political cycles so that they can be nurtured and prosper. So I'd just like to once again really thank Minister Tunji and all the people behind Bridge. We're really glad to be associated. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Keeping it straight, short, and simple. We now invite the Chief Host of today's diaspora engagement, the Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf Tunji Alausa. Sir, come up. Thank you very much.
Let me begin by acknowledging our amiable Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, for all his support to us in the education department, in the education sector. The Vice President has been there for us all the time, more so in areas of skill development. You've seen us launch the TVET program that is going to change the way we deliver skills to young million Nigerians. Thank you, Vice President Senator Kashim Shettima, who is ably represented today by my dear brother, distinguished Senator Adija. Thank you for all the support. You've always been there for us. Anytime we call you, you're there for us. Thank you so much, please. And let me acknowledge and thank my dear brother, the Governor of Enugu State, Governor Peter Undubusi Mba, for all your support and all the wonderful things you're doing in Enugu State. The 260 smart green schools that you've built has not gone unnoticed. And just a few days ago, last weekend, Nursery 3 students graduated, Primary 6 students graduated, and GSS 3 students graduated. You're building the future. Like our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will say, the youth, they are the heartbeat of our nation. And when you give them the knowledge, they thrive, they excel, and be the leader that we want them to be. Your 46 strategy and your commitment to even surpass the UNESCO goal for budgetary allocation to education is phenomenal. And I'm imploring our other sub-national governments to emulate Governor Peter Undubusi Mba of Enugu State. Let's give him a round of applause. The Deputy Governor of Borno State, who is representing the Governor of Borno State, my dear sister, my colleague, the Honorable Minister of State for Education, Professor Suwibat Said Ahmad. I need everybody to just, in a minute, to help me give her a wonderful round of applause. Please, hold on. I need to talk about her. A commitment, a diligence, a passion, a longitudinal and directional focus to ensuring every single Nigerian child gets the highest quality of education is unsurpassed. Let's give her a big round of applause. To my colleagues that are here, Coordinating Minister for Health, this is the outcome of the work we started together when I was with you at the Ministry of Health. Thank you for all your support all the time. And to our Innovation, Science and Technology Minister, my dear brother, Honorable Minister Uche Ndaji, your focus in changing our entire economy to ensure that innovation and science becomes front and center is not unnoticed. You just came back from Copenhagen just a few days ago. You went and discussed how we can begin to manufacture green hydrogen and green methanol in our country. If this comes to fruition, the country will make more money than we make from oil. But that's not the case. We want knowledge. We want a knowledge-driven economy, and that's what you're doing. Thank you so much. And to our Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, my dear brother Yusuf Mama Tuga, your work, we're seeing the result of your work. You've been transversing the world, putting our country back on the center stage. Nigeria is back. Courtesy of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the hard work our Minister of Foreign Affairs is doing. Thank you so much for all your work. And I would like to also acknowledge our Permanent Secretary, Mr. Abel Eniton, and the DG of NICOM, Honorable Abike Dabiri. You've done an amazing job galvanizing a diaspora population together across commerce, manufacturing, education, technology, innovation. You are at the center of it all. Let's give her a big round of applause. Let me recognize the representative of Governor of Plateau State, the Commissioner from Plateau State, Commissioner for Kano State, and the Special Advisor who's representing the Kaduna State Governor, and as well as Special Advisor representing my home state governor, Governor Sanwo-Olu. Thank you. And as well, my dear brother, Honorable Beleye, the DG of Buri for Public Enterprise. Thank you for all your support. And you've seen my dear brother here, Alhaji Samad Rabiu. He is actually going to be a major beneficiary of what we're doing today. He's building green air vehicle assembly plants all over the country. He's promised to take as many people that we can give him after our TVET students graduate. Thank you so much. He said he will take about 1,000 students TVET graduates in his companies. Thank you so much. We already have jobs already for them before they even start their training. And all our directors at the Federal Ministry of Education, thank you, head of agencies that are here today. And more importantly, our vice chancellors, our rectors, and the provost of our colleges of education. You are the one why we're here today. We need to provide you all the resources that you need to continue to do your work and do it very well. Thank you for all the support and all in the last several months. And also all the professors and lecturers that are here, the professors and lecturers of our universities, polytechnics, and colleges of education. We're here to support you and will continue to support you. Now, to my fellow colleagues, the diaspora professionals, you have somebody at the highest level that has your will, that has your back. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has your back. He was also a diasporan. He's mandated us to reinculcate you, to get you back into the development of this country. So, we are here to support you, and this bridge is a game changer. I've gone to many of your meetings in the last 2 years. You're yearning to come back and serve your fatherland, to serve your country. We heard you, and now we're here today. This is for you. And thank you for coming out in droves to support this program. That shows your determination and your dedication to your country. Let's give them a round of applause, please. And to all our students across our tertiary institutions that will benefit from this, we encourage you to use this. This will help put you in a competitive part, and you will be able to compete with any student in the world. And you know, we have a president that believes so much in human capital development. And when you talk about human capital development, what are you talking about? Education, health, and social protection. Today, we have a president that is giving us the maximum political support. Not just political support, the president is ensuring that all his campaign promises are actually coming to fruition. Today, we have the highest budgetary allocation to education, to health, and our various social protection programs. Let's give our president, President Bola Tinubu, a very warm round of applause. Our development partners present, private sectors, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is with profound honor and national pride that I welcome you all to this historic occasion, the official launch of the Diaspora Bridge Initiative, an innovative platform established by the Federal Ministry of Education to strategically mobilize Nigerian global talent pool for national transformation. Today underscores the premium which the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, places on education, innovation, and urgent tasks for our national rebirth. Bridge is not merely a project, it is a flagship initiative that gives practical expression to the renewed hope agenda, an agenda that seeks to unlock the full potential of Nigeria human capital by deploying knowledge, technology, and purposeful partnership. As a medical doctor who was trained here in Nigeria, practiced globally, and now returned home to serve, I understand deeply the immense value that diaspora professionals represent. Today, with bridging research, innovation, development, and global engagement, we are institutionalizing a framework for structured engagement of Nigerian professionals in diaspora, which are universities, polytechnics, colleges of education, and our research institutions. This initiative is laser focused on a national priority, particularly science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and medical sciences, STEM with 2 M's. These disciplines form the cornerstone of Nigeria's 21st century development aspirations. Whether it is developing vaccines, pioneering clean energy solutions in areas of food security, or preparing our youth for digital economy, STEM is the key and STEM is the answer. And through Bridge, our institutions can now tap into world expertise to build strong research ecosystems, support cutting-edge teaching, and ignite innovation. Today, we're not just asking our diaspora to return, we're creating flexible pathways for them to contribute to collaborative teachings, virtual mentoring, physical sabbaticals, research co-creation, curriculum review, and institutional development. Through integration with TED Fund Terra's platform, Bridge ensures transparency, continuity, efficiency, and full accountability in our various engagement processes. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is a defining moment for our country. Nigeria can no longer afford to watch its finest minds excel while our institutions struggle at home. Bridge is a powerful response to that challenge. It is a call to action, a national handshake across oceans. To our diaspora professionals, Bridge is your homecoming, not just in geography, but in purpose. To our institutions, Bridge is your gateway to global excellence. To our students, Bridge is a promise that your future will be globally competitive. And to our country, Bridge is the renewed hope in motion, evidence that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's vision of a prosperous, knowledge-driven Nigeria is just not a dream, but a reality in the making. In closing, let me thank His Excellency, the Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, once again, for his inspiring leadership and steadfast support for the education sector. Your presence here today is a source of strength and validation for all of us working together to reposition this sector. Together, let us build a legacy of excellence that will empower generations and reaffirm Nigeria's rightful place in the global knowledge economy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you all. God bless Diaspora, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
I believe we can make the applause a bit louder for the innovative Honorable Minister of Education. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Thank you for launching this bridge that is taking us places across the globe. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, artificial intelligence is no longer a future aspiration. It is a present tool to transformation. At this time, we will now welcome Engineer Jidiofo Charles Abo to speak on how AI can revolutionize Nigeria's higher education landscape. Please put your hands together for him as he comes forward for 5 minutes. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Your Excellencies, the Vice President, the Executive Governors, and Honorable Ministers. Please permit me to stand on the existing protocol, and I thank the organizers of this event for giving us this opportunity to join in trying to shape Nigeria. Today, I'm going to talk about artificial intelligence on transforming higher education in Nigeria. The future of education is here. It is generative AI driven, it is highly personalized, and is globally competitive. Imagine in Nigeria where every student from Lagos to the remote village in Borno, across all the 775 local governments in Nigeria, have a world-class personal tutor who speaks their language, understands their knowledge levels, understands their goals, and is there 24/7 to support them in their learning needs, making them learn faster, 10 times faster, and also getting them all the necessary resources they need. You see, this artificial intelligence makes students super intelligent and makes them problem solvers from the grassroots. This is what we are building at MT, and we are based in UK, but we are building a system that will personalize education in the higher institutions and generally. Okay. Why is this very important? You see, generative AI is disrupting entire professions and the job market. A lot of people do not know this, but there is an AI skills gap happening globally now, where the World Economic Forum in their Job Outlook 2025 mentioned that by 2030, 93 million jobs are going to be displaced. But in this same period, more than 130 million jobs will be created. But the thing is that these jobs will be created, need AI skills. And the schools currently are not positioned to give people these AI skills. That is why these personalizations are quite important at this point in time. A lot of countries are already integrating AI in their learning. China and the United States are leading on this. From primary school to higher education, they are integrating AI. But the key here is the personalization, to make it tailored to everybody's learning unique styles, to bring out the best in every student. Imagine a situation where in Nigeria we champion this. All the lecturers or teachers can deploy AI agents, AI tutors that they have trained to serve every student in Nigeria. Everybody can learn at the same pace. The cost of knowledge is dropped. Everybody has the power to become the best student they can be, wherever they are, in whatever language. That is the future of education. This is also important because since it has not been integrated in our university systems, currently a lot of students in schools are using ChatGPT to do their work. This has caused is causing problems that we know. One of them is cognitive offloading, where students outsource their learning or assignments or tasks to generative AI. What it does is that it stops them from doing critical thinking, and also when they submit these reports, it seems okay. It's good, sometimes lecturers miss it and pass it, but the key is that it's causing superficial understanding when they really don't understand what they're doing. There is a study that MIT did this year where they brought in people that were using ChatGPT to do assignments, and other people, the other group does not use ChatGPT. At the end of the day, the people that use ChatGPT, their writing was excellent and they did very well. But when it was time to present what they did, they could not remember any single thing that they did. So that is the problem, and if it is not checked now, the artificial intelligence will actually be a problem in our education systems. So it causes another problem, which is memory retention. And overall, it will, in the near future, cause a lot of dulling of the brain. I personally have seen this happen because I use generative AI a lot and we build a lot of solutions. When you use it, it helps you do a lot of work, but it may make you stop using your cognitive abilities. Another issue that it causes when it's not integrated in schools is what we call generative AI. No matter how good it becomes in the next few years, it can never do what teachers do. It can never have that emotional intelligence. So this is the time that teachers, lecturers, universities have to play a key role in the future of education. Because if the teachers do not know how to use this AI tool, our students will use AI however they want, and it will cause the problems we discussed. So teachers are equipped. Our tool helps teachers to also gives them the tools they need to teach their students. But teachers need to, AI cannot capture emotional intelligence that teachers can offer to students. What the teachers should be doing is just motivating students, mentoring them, and helping them to achieve their goal. Okay. So the way we design our system is based on core principles for students and also the other one for teachers. AI is hyper-personalized, tailored to every student's needs, and we do something we call reinforced learning, where we use spaced repetition to make sure that help students retain their knowledge in whatever they are reading. What AI does is simple: help people learn 10 times faster and become experts in a field. And with that, we have a multimodal delivery system where the AI can create it. It's meant to ensure that everybody learns in their unique learning style. So whether you are visual or auditory, text-based, it creates all kind of content for you. But at the foundation of it is what it does to teachers. Teachers, when trained on this, they can use it to now tailor learning to all the students and also scale the personalization for students across Nigeria. And we can champion this in Africa. And it also removes the workforce for teachers, like generating content, learning materials. This can now be automated, and also assessments and review. I used to be a lecturer in the Montfort University. One of the reasons I left was the heavy task of assessment, and maybe to further my profession. But in the UK, 44% of lecturers or teachers generally are leaving because of assessment. So even now, we are in discussion to build AI that will do the assessment for teachers. So they are really working on it. So this is to make the work of the teachers easy. And if you integrate it in the universities in Nigeria, we believe that you will create students that will be problem solvers. I see a period where with artificial intelligence, we can solve all the rudimentary problems in Nigeria, in our local governments, in our towns, in our society. The cost of knowledge has dropped, and we are building a personalized learning partner to help students, to help schools build students of the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. AI is the noun. Okay. Next, and the real thing now, we have special remarks by the guest of honor. His Excellency the Vice President Kashim Shettima, GCON, here represented by the Deputy Chief of Staff to the President, Office of the Vice President, Senator Ibrahim Hassan Hadeja.
Please be seated. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the Governor of Enugu State, Peter Ndubuisi Mba, Your Excellency, the Governor of Borno State, who is represented here by his Deputy Governor, His Excellency Umar Usman Kadafur, the representatives of the governors of Kaduna, Lagos, and Plateau States, my brother, the Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf Tunji Alausa, and his Minister of State, Professor Suwaiba Ahmad, the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohammed Ali Pate, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Maitama Tuga, the Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, Chief Uche Geoffrey Naji, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Mr. Abel Eniton, the Director General of the Diaspora Commission, Honorable Abike Dabri, members of the Diplomatic Corps, respected academics, our partners in the diaspora, other representatives of government agencies, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to represent His Excellency the Vice President, who was actually personally involved in the build-up to this event and actually worked towards setting what he thought would be a very suitable date. But unfortunately, he had to leave for Addis Ababa yesterday to attend the United Nations Food Systems Summit in his capacity as chairman of the Presidential Task Force on Food Security. He sends his apologies and extends his warmest wishes and has asked me to read his speech. Before I do that, I would just like to re-echo Abike Dabri's comment on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's initiative in kicking off the diaspora. This is essentially the second bridge. If you look at the fact that a good chunk of the cabinet of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is actually from the diaspora. And incidentally, I think this impacts all the four ministers present here. The more well-known ones are, of course, Professor Pate, who was shuffling between DC and Boston and was on his way to Geneva when he was called to serve. And then, of course, Dr. Alausa himself came directly from Chicago to Abuja. Honorable Ambassador Yusuf Tuga was serving out his second term as ambassador to Germany when he was also called to serve. But a lot of people did not know that even Chief Naji is equally at home in Miami as he is in Enugu. So, so I think we should absolutely recognize the President's drive and foresight in picking out the best from the diaspora to come and help him achieve his objectives. Distinguished guests, it is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today at the unveiling of a landmark initiative, the Diaspora Bridge Program, a bold and strategic mechanism crafted by the Federal Ministry of Education to reconnect, realign, and reimagine the power of Nigerian intellect and expertise around the world. Bridge is not just another government program. It is a symbol of restored trust, a framework for renewed partnership, and a strategic pillar in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewable agenda.
For too long, the collaboration between Nigerian-based professionals and our brothers and sisters in the diaspora has been fragmented by distance, by bureaucracy, and perhaps most critically by a deficit of trust. Today, through Bridge, we are laying the foundation to repair that trust with intentionality, transparency, and inclusivity. This program recognizes a simple truth, that Nigeria's greatest asset is its people, both at home and abroad. Our scholars, scientists, technologists, teachers, doctors, and innovators are scattered across the globe, achieving great things and raising the Nigerian flag high in every corner of the world. What we lacked was a system to harness their passion and expertise in a structured, dignified, and sustainable manner. And this is what Bridge provides. By building a technology-enabled platform that connects diaspora professionals with institutions in Nigeria for research, teaching, mentorship, and innovation, we are not only opening doors, we are redesigning the architecture of collaboration. We are saying to our diaspora, you belong, you matter, you are needed. And we are saying to our institutions, you will no longer be left behind in the global conversation. The Renewed Hope agenda is about rebuilding our country from within, while drawing strength from our global extensions. Bridge is a prime example of this, a policy that not only uplifts education and research, but fosters unity, drives innovation, and ignites national pride. As Vice President of this great nation, I pledge our continued support to ensure that this program grows, evolves, and delivers on its promise. We will protect the integrity of its implementation, empower the institutions that participate in it, and elevate the professionals both home and abroad that will make it a success. Let us today declare that we are no longer a country divided by geography, but united by purpose. Let us bridge the divide. Let us build the Nigeria we all know is possible. Thank you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you. A good round of applause to the Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Kashim Shettima, GCON, Deputy Chief of Staff to the President, Office of the Vice President, Senator Ibrahim Hassan Hadija. Sir, well done. Now, unveiling an official launch of the Bridge platform. Please, front row, join the Vice President upstage. Just the front row alone. Front row alone. Everybody else, you can sit down. Thank you. Shao look. Go with the click there. We need a backup mic, please.
So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of His Excellency the Vice President, it is my honor and privilege to digitally launch the Diaspora Bridge program.
A good round of applause for the bridge dashboard platform today unveiled and launched by the Vice President. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, photo session. Thank you very much. Let's be seated.
Thank you. Thank you very much. While the special guest of honor will be taking his leave, will be entertained in a short while by the cultural troupe. I invite them now to come on stage for their presentation. Please, a round of applause for the cultural troupe as they come on stage. Thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. They're going to continue with your presentation, but I just want to make a quick announcement that we should please sit down in the hall. I've just been reliably informed that lunch will soon be served, so please just sit in the hall, and once I have that information, I will share it across to you. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you.
Yeah. of the Diaspora Bridge event hosted by the Federal Ministry of Education at the Banquet Hall in Abuja.